I got to click a feed. That's terrible. Okay, I'm getting better at this. So we got the new software. There is an intro thing, but I didn't put the feed in, so that's kind of funny. It's kind of scary. We'll see. I'll see how it comes out on the other side if you do get the thumbnail in there. And hey, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Feeling much better today. All the phlegm is going, and I feel healthy and good. And we have a Bubbles here. So if you like the show, if you like Bubbles, give it a like, give it a click, and see how that goes. Anyway, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. It's not about the Bubble Show, though Bubbles would like to say it is about her because she's over here just trying to get attention. Today, I'd like to talk about how do you get a self-organizing team? What do you do? And how do you get that moving along? And I'm going to start off with building some team norms. So we're going to talk about that. And this 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and I hope you're doing well. We do this show to provide practical and tactical thoughts on Agile and Scrum so you can deliver value to your customer, not work crazy hours, get home to your family and friends, and have a little fun. And one of the questions, one of my coachees I was coaching they were talking about that. And one of the questions that he got in the interview was, because he's interviewing for some jobs, how do you get a team to become self-organized? And I propose the very first thing, if it's a new team or even a team you're coming on board, ask a couple questions like, do you have team norms? Do you have a definition already? Do you have a definition done? Because those are the building blocks, and we did a whole show on that for a team, any team, whether it be Scrum, whether it be Kanban, be XP, anything there is, those three documents apply to any one of the formats. Now, when they say self-organizing, that means teams that create their own organization, whatever. If they don't have one, then you offer, we should create a team norm. If you're a brand new team, you got to create it anyhow. And what you're doing is you're using a couple things. One, you're creating key documents on how the team wants to operate, or self-organize. Whoa, there you go. So they learn what they want to do to self-organize from a definition of how they want to operate together, definition of how they want to get work coming in, and definition of what they all agree the work going out should look like. And that should include the product owner, by the way. People like, oh, we should eliminate product owner. I'm like, no, they should be part of those definitions because they have a key role in all three documents also, right? So they should be there, and so does Scrum Master. But the Scrum Master and the team, if you don't have a Scrum Master, can easily put this together. Now, facilitating this activity where they come up with it, it's not management, it's not somebody else, it's not the Scrum Master, not the product owner, it's not a couple people on the team, but the team develops these documents. I like using something like Mural, any kind of whiteboard to lay this out, come up with different ways that they all put different things on there, what they want for their team norms, because it goes a lot faster. To be honest with you, it's faster than calling one person out at a time. They can all see the board at the same time. They can put little stickies on the digital whiteboard and share it. And that is just something they can do, right? Now, what does this get you? One, it gets them working as a team. There's lots of benefits of this. Two, it gets them organized, self-organizing a team, maybe for the first time because they're put in charge of their own destiny, right? It's not somebody else or some corporate. Trust me, there's a lot of agile coaches out there, a lot of enterprise coaches, a lot of corporate people that have many places, oh, we should just tell them what their definition done is. We should just tell them what their definition ready is. In SAFe, there's a little bit of that, right? Sometimes they take it to an extreme where in SAFe or a scaled operation, you have multiple teams working on the same document. There may be certain things that say, hey, if you're going to release the code, your definition done should include these things. But that's for everyone's code to work together, right? Is there a common expectation that There should be some automated unit tests, some DevOps stuff in there, and the definition done. Then maybe that's a little more generic across the whole company. But and overall, no, it's really just the team. So just be mindful that you're creating something. Get that. One of the things I like to do when I create these documents, by the way, I let them just come up with whatever they want. Right? I make a collection as an enterprise coach of all the other teams, what they came up with. I hide it on the forums, and now one day we'll figure, oh, what's this Greg hiding over here? I do put a list of what all those other teams have come up with, so that they, after they come up with their own, it's the same technique I do in the class, by the way. We offer, when I do teach classes, I have my students, the people learning, my coworkers, really, my co-teammates, co-facilitators, because whenever I teach class, they all become facilitators. They just don't realize it. I go, okay, so come up with what you think, and then we compare what has been seen before in other classes so they can learn and go, oh, I like that one. Let's put that in our team norms. So we kind of do that so people know that capability, because there is a question. They will always ask, so what does everyone else do, Greg? They will always ask that question. It'll always come up. So you might as well have the answer already handy with you. If it's the first time working in a group and there really isn't anybody else doing it, then you're the first. We're creating this from scratch. I can provide you some mentoring, some things I've seen in the past alongside of it. If you don't have that, you can create your own too. Here's some things that have been in previous definition ready, definition done. Now, why do I say this? And I'm going to put one more little caveat on it. Let's say the team's already been existing. When was the last time they addressed their team norms, definition ready, definition done? You'd be surprised. Sometimes teams haven't looked at them in a while. At least it's been my experience. And then you say, okay, maybe we need to, why don't we go look at them again? Just get some fresh set of eyes. Got new people on the team, things like that. There's new DevOps stuff, new automation, new capability the team didn't have when it first put it together. So think about adding that to your ability to build a self-organizing team. And those 3 documents and facilitating 3 sessions, sometimes you can do in 2, rarely do in 1. Team norms usually takes the most. Get in the definition ready and the definition done. Give that a shot. Find out what's out there. But that's a great way of building that self-organizing framework and starting off on a good trace. So that's what I have today. Don't forget, give Bubbles a like. Bubbles, can I grab you? Bubbles is like, what are you doing? Dude, don't forget, if you like this, just like Bubbles, give it a like, right? One thing I got to apologize yesterday for like podcasts and the video. I had my fan going on because all I have is a fan in this room. I don't have air conditioning in this room. And it was going on. And I said, what's that noise? I go, oh my God, I left the fan on. So I left the fan on. So if it sounds all garbled and everything in the video yesterday, that's why. Trying again this new technique where we're going on live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn at the same time. And we're seeing how this works. We're experimenting with it. As you noticed in the beginning of this video, I totally screwed up. I didn't turn on which feed to turn on, so it wasn't showing up. But I think a couple more shots, I will have this figured out. And again, until you do something, this is so agile, what I'm doing here. Until you do something and practice it and try to get it again, you do not know whether or not it's going to work. So with that, I want to say thank you all. Have a great day. Don't forget to give us a like for Bubbles. Otherwise, we get rid of her. No, I'm kidding. We'll never get rid of Bubbles. She's a good kitty. She's a rescue cat, though. Yeah, she's an alley cat. Big old alley cat. By the way, she's bigger than Jerry, the dog. I saw them walking by the other day. They were just, she's as big as the dog. And I'm like, oh my God, Jerry, you're such a little dog. Anyway, or she's just a big cat. Everyone says when I see the cats, like, those cats are big. Have a great day. Happy Scrumming. Enjoy it. And see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. And we're going to end the broadcast. And we're going to